So the Irish have taken to the protests. Not want to try to be clear about it. What they're protesting is the fact that the government, right as this Iran crisis started, jumped the fuel tax up. I saw they're paying 60%. Now, they pay with euros over there, and I don't know what the exchange rate is, but I know that a euro is a little bit more than $1 in exchange. But even if it was 1-to-1, those folks are paying over 10 euros a gallon for fuel. We think California's got some rough gas prices, but could you imagine $10 a gallon? I can't. I mean, I can. I could absolutely see the government jacking up the prices. They got no fear of that. But could you imagine what would happen if you had to pay $10 a gallon and say you were a mobile locksmith? Well, your standard lockout, hey, I locked my keys in my car, that's usually somewhere in the vicinity of about $80. And that varies from place to place, of course, and daytime to nighttime. But let's just call it $100. I like round figures. Let's say it's a $100 lockout. Well, now if I'm paying $10 a gallon to drive there and drive home, that's a $150 lockout. Boom, right there. The Irish have shown themselves in so many ways. I'm old enough to remember Belfast. I remember the IRA fighting for their freedom in the 80s and the 70s. What tears me up is that the Irish have taken to the streets peacefully, and it's been peaceful, and they're protesting an increase in tax. Meanwhile, here in America, we bend over and take it for everything the government shoves down our throat. There seems to be nothing, including the raping of children, that will bring Americans together. We're so busy worrying about the orange man bad and lefty lunatics and who's got purple hair, and we're so damn divided that we can't come together over anything. And to tell you the truth, it breaks my heart. Now, I've got a small bit of Irish blood in me. And I'm brokenhearted to see the Irish stand up so emphatically. Meanwhile, we stand around and can't rub two Republicans together to save our life. Where did your spirit of resistance go? How addicted to the government tit are you that the idea of protesting their injustice turns your stomach? I'll never be ashamed to be an American. I know what it's like to be in other countries. I've been to other countries. I know what it's like to walk into a United States embassy and have a 6'9" Marine in dress blues open the door and say, "Welcome to the United States." And if you want, I'll tell that whole story in another video. I know what it's like to be special as an American. Damn it, boy. The Irish are shaming us. We've got so much more to protest than a gas tax. And they've got every right to be protesting, and I support them 100%. Not only are they blocking the roads and making commerce come to a stop, but they're still holding the lane open for emergency vehicles. Yeah, you can just check that out. Now is the time for all good men to come to the aid of their country. The Irishmen are doing it. Why can't we do it here? We are given the right by God to peacefully assemble. If enough of us get together and tell those little sons of bitches up in Washington who work for us to get the fuck out, what are they going to do? Arrest us all? As long as we stay peaceful, we have every right to say what we want to say. And if that includes telling the government to go fuck themselves, then we have that right. Folks, our existence as free humans is under siege. And if you haven't noticed it, you're not looking around. So that's your homework assignment for the day. Go look around. Where are you being trampled on by the boot heel of tyranny? Is it taxes? Is it restrictions on starting a business? For fuck's sake, I've got to get a license to go fishing. At what point do we say no more? Calling now for every American to stand up peacefully, without violence, just like the civil rights pioneers did in the 60s when they would go have a sit-in at the whites-only dining counter. They didn't go there screaming and yelling. They just walked in real peacefully, sat down, and stayed there until the news story broke across the nation. The Constitution says clearly that after a long train of abuses and usurpations, we have the right to get rid of our government and install new guardians for our future. It's time to exercise that right. Revoke the consent of the governed.